My dear young people, and all of you who are gathered at St. John Bosco Parish in the Archdiocese for this very special occasion, I'm sorry that I cannot be with you because I am in Rome, but I am very much with you in spirit. The presence of the relic of St. John Bosco in our Archdiocese, first of all, reminds us of the person, John Bosco, whom Pope Pius XI called a giant of sanctity. His example encourages us to progress on our own path to holiness. Christ is the one who calls us by name. Christ accompanies us on the journey of life in the same way that he walked with the disciples on the road to Emmaus after he rose from the dead. They were very discouraged and confused, but he enlightened their minds about who he truly is, and he set a fire in their hearts. By walking with the risen Christ today, we can see things as they really are, in him who is the true light of the world. Our hearts burn within us because we experience the living presence of Christ. This is especially true in the celebration of the Holy Eucharist. We come to know Jesus in the breaking of the bread. St. John Bosco is known throughout the world as the father, the teacher, the friend of the young. As a child in the small country town of Becchi, as a student in Chieri, and as a priest in the large city of Turin, he gathered the young people together to share with them God's love. We could say he is the apostle to the young. He realized that the mission was vast, and so he welcomed the collaboration of many people, as the Salesians welcome the collaboration of all of you and many others today. Even the young people themselves became Don Bosco's collaborators in bringing the good news to the young. My dear young people, the Church of Chicago needs you to be apostles to your companions and your friends. You have experienced the friendship, the love of Christ. Don't keep this love, this friendship to yourself. Don't be afraid. Young people, go forth and preach the gospel to other young people. Evangelize them. Remember the story of the disciples on the road to Emmaus. Once they had met Christ, he changed the direction of their journey, and they went then to tell their friends about their experience of the risen Lord. I would like to address a word of encouragement and support to those who work with young people. Parents, you are the first and most important teachers of the faith. St. Don Bosco can be your guide. All those in our Catholic schools and youth ministry programs throughout the Archdiocese are of help to you as well. St. John Bosco can be your inspiration for all of you. He sacrificed himself for the salvation of souls. He felt the urgency of the mission. You too know your hard work is directed to a great good, the salvation of the young. By educating them in the faith, you help develop honorable citizens and good Christians, reshaping society into something that looks a bit more like the kingdom of God. This gathering then around the relic of St. John Bosco, which we're very privileged to receive in Chicago now, is at a providential moment in the year. It's still only early in the school year, and many religious education programs are just beginning. But we enter into this new academic year now with enthusiasm and diligence, because it is in doing our ordinary daily tasks with extraordinary love for Jesus Christ that we too become saints. This was a lesson that Don Bosco learned from the spirituality of St. Francis de Sales, and which he taught to young people of his day, especially to St. Dominic Savio. We meet God in the ordinary circumstances of our lives, and we serve God by completing our daily tasks with love and cheerfulness. We also see the visit of this relic with an eye to future events, already being planned for World Youth Day in August 2011, both in Madrid and here in Chicago. Your presence at the events surrounding the visit of the relic of St. John Bosco are a step to even greater participation in these future activities. I thank the Office of Catechesis and Youth Ministry for taking the lead in preparing these programs, and encourage all of you to stay involved. St. John Bosco felt the motherly presence of the Blessed Virgin Mary in work for the salvation of souls. She was his teacher and guide. So let us turn to Mary, the Mother of the Church and the help of Christians, with the same filial devotion that animated the life of St. John Bosco. She leads us to Jesus Christ, her Son, the inexhaustible source of new life. I ask God to bless you in abundance with this new life, and with his strength and grace now as you come together, and especially with that same strength and grace as you live your vocation of discipleship in every moment of your life. God bless you all. You're in my prayers. Please keep me in yours.